everything is male and female. Yeah, everything has gender. Up to a certain stage, then even nothingness has gender. So these are principles of reality that we tend to forget. There's a padlock and then there's a key, which means there's a door and then there's a key. So these are topics we'll be expanding more, picking more, and seeing how they affect our life in the real sense. Because as much as we want to be seen at a high value, that high value doesn't mean that you're not humble. Because like I said, humility is just how you value yourself in relations to people. Because if I go around treating people like trash, then you call it pride. It's not really pride, it's just self-hate. Pride is there also to show your highest value. That's why someone defends a particular flag, even though it's just some material with colors, but it means something to them. You find someone says, I'm defending my manhood, I'm defending my womanhood. That means there's some value they see in themselves. Doesn't mean they are not humble. The aspect of humility means you can interact with anyone without seeing your value higher than them. Just that you see how what they have benefits you, and also what you have benefits them. Is just exchange of all that is, without having any judgment, because we see value in resources. Yes, resources can be of value, but if these resources are stripped from you, what are you? Because these days you only have hidden humility, and that hidden humility is what we call being beaten down. Because you feel if you don't lower yourself in a certain state, then you will not get certain opportunities. So you always look like a chicken that is about to be beheaded in any state. So you're always fearful. That's what we call beaten down. You can see it in many faces these days. Are these people really humble, or they're just victims of people around them? Humility will always be there. People say, I want to humble you. No, you want to beat people down. If you really want to humble someone, you teach them how to be humble without having to take anything that they have from them. You teach them by being an example. Be yourself. From there, they will learn by themselves. You don't need to take someone on a homework situation where you have to sit down and put notes somewhere. Just live your life in a way that these people find unique only to you. All these teachers who have been there, Jesus, Buddha, Ahmed, just to name a few, Confucius, Lao Tzu, Yamblikas, they all just live their lives in a certain way, and people are able to take ideas from these people and try to better their own selves, because everyone has their own path to enlightenment. you find yourself led to another path by another person, then that's not really a path. You are actually denying yourself. 20 people cannot squeeze in one path. Everyone has their own path. And humility in the real sense is just teaching you the responsibility you have in that path. And all these immeasurable powers that you keep acquiring, how best you can use it to improve people instead of making them or putting them in a state of fear. That's why love is the highest emotion. Any date you're being putting you in a state of fear me is also fearful of something. They agree that there's something higher than them. Even though most people find themselves in these institutions. Those institutions serve a purpose, it's just that they are being taken over by people who are fearful of themselves, people who do not want to see themselves in a certain aspect of humility because they feel respect has to be commanded. Humble person does not need to command respect. They will receive respect everywhere they go because they respect themselves. Because real recognizes real. People recognize you, respect yourself, and they will respect you. And those that don't respect themselves will be the ones who try to undermine you because they feel respect is more important when it's coming from people. But the aspect of respect is just within the tree of humility. And humility is also self-love because you see your value and you see how your value affects others in a good way, and you also want the same people to see their own value and how good it also affects others, because most people are buried in a state of control. Because in humility you don't want to control anyone. You want everything to be like a river. A river starts in a humble way from a mountain or from a tree, and then it just flows. It keeps flowing. Before you know it, it's discovered in several countries without having to dry up. Even though it is passing through deserts, which a desert is just an aspect of confusion. So humility gives you that aspect of self-value. When you're on first floor, you still appreciate yourself. If you're on 11th floor, you still appreciate yourself, and you appreciate those that are around you. Going self-love and self-truth.